building.
Totally,
deck
completely,
building.
100% unbiased. All right, well, we will see. They're ready for our top four. So let's head down to our top four. We've got number 8, Kroge on Gunslingers versus number 5, Jez on Sling. Let's head down to the action. All right, welcome to your top four, everyone. We've got Kroge from Team At Any Cost at the bottom of your screen. We've got Jez from Team Rankstar up at the top. 2 players who are right in the thick of the wild card hunt. 2 players who are in the top 10. 2 players on good quality teams. Bringing some good decks tonight. We'll have to see how this plays out. Don't like this hand for Kroge, but...
Yeah. No, since, you really need that second fire, but I guess they'll keep it.
Yeah, they're keeping. This is tough, though. We talked about how the no 2-drops, I think, hurts Kroge as well. We'll have to see how that goes here. It does look like Kroge is on the play, so that's helpful. On the other side of things, Jez has an interesting hand. Not much going on in Jez's hand, but it might be fine. 2 blueprints, a permafrost, a strategize, a transpose, and a siege train. Just sort of lots of pieces, but it's not like... But that deck also doesn't need to curve out of the gates or anything, so a handful of good pieces might be fine. Permafrost is probably pretty good in this matchup. Blueprints, gonna grab a Fire Sigil. Kroge here on 3 does not have the second fire, unfortunately, so cannot play the Milos there. Gonna go grab Waxing Moon out of the market. Well, Kroge is at a point where they can't really cast much else in their hand at this point.
Yeah.
3 of their cards require double fire.
Yeah, they definitely need it to move forward, I think.
All right, let's hit the 4th power there. That's going to allow them to either Waxing Moon or Smuggler again. You're going to go with the Waxing Moon this turn. That's going to help maybe draw some cards and maybe find that second fire. Jez drawing a second copy of Transpose, along with an Obstructive Flicker.
I mean, if they draw a fire, I mean, we're in pretty good shape, I think. Like they have things that they can do.
True. A fire does open up the hand quite a bit, you're right. Strategize is going to see a Ross and a Power. So that's going to be helpful for Jez's development here. See if Jez permafrost this. Yeah, Jez is going to use that permafrost. 1 cost removal. There's a lot of times when permafrost doesn't hit, especially recently with a lot of the value units, but every once in a while you just hit something and you say, yep, that's 1 cost removal. And that's all you needed to do.
Well, they got their double fire, so...
They did get their double fire, so that's going to open up Alpine Tracker and Milos and Vicious Highwayman. But it did come in depleted, so going to go with the champion instead of the Milos here. Makes sense. Milos has haste or charge. You can get it out there later. Get out the big body first. That does the slower one.
So Kroge does Kroge have anything in the market that's relevant in this matchup? Or Turn to Seed and Waxing Moon, Bandit Queen.
Turn to Seed.
Office.
Bandit Queen. Bandit Queen might be able to push damage if set it up right. Turn to Seed. Now, Kroge going Transpose here. Does this mean this protects against the transform all the rest of the cards, right? So it'll still hit that champion, but other champions that Kroge draws are protected?
I think so, yeah.
I think that's how that works.
They put one on top, right?
Yeah, I think that's why I was asking. Yeah, so they did keep one on top. So smart play by Kroge there to protect it so that it wasn't a dead draw, because that would have been really awkward.
But I think Jez also has another Transpose in hand, right? seemed to be a pause. I think there was a pause there before.
Yeah. So this actually synergy works pretty well. The Waxing Moon does mean that the Vicious Highwayman can kill an enemy.
Ooh.
Same with Alpine Tracker. With the Deadly. Now, the Tamaris, though, is shifted, so it actually can't hit there.
Oh, but it would... Alpine Tracker would also kill all of your own units.
Right, yeah, Alpine Tracker, that's a risky card to be playing
here. Yeah, that's awkward. That would really be awkward.
All right, Siegebreaker, that's going to kill the Waxing Moon, so no more Highwayman synergies here. Plus leaving a 6/5 to boot.
Things are definitely not looking fantastic.
Yeah. Attack with the Vicious Highwayman. Gets in. I mean, Jez is at 13. Jez has 2 copies of Rost and a Blueprints in hand, though, as well as a Jotun Hurtler. You can start with the Blueprints, and then I assume slamming a Rost here.
Like I feel like the double fire might have made Kroge stumble a bit early, but I just don't think their units right now are even stacking
Well, now
up
I just wonder, can Kroge cheese out a win with Bandit Queen? So can you set up a scenario where you can go wide, take some damage this turn? You have to chump the Siegebreaker is the problem.
Yeah.
Because it's close. Kroge is almost to a point where with a Bandit Queen and 1 blocker back, you can actually hit lethal. But I think the problem is that Kroge needs to chump block in order to stay alive.
Okay.
No, not here. So now you just take 11.
Yeah.
And you might... So, Jez is going to have 2 blockers. Bandit Queen is going to be 4 attackers. So only 2 are going to get through. So that's going to be 4 and 8. Yeah, it's still not enough. That's only going to put Jez down to 5.
What's in Jez's hand?
Jez has another copy of Rost, a Jotun Hurler, and a Crest of Fury.
Okay. So,
good call, MLNTN. I didn't put together that it's Sling versus Gunslingers. Yes. Oh, I also didn't see that. That is not the Rost from the hand, by the way. That is the Rost from the top of the deck that Jez just warped off.
Yeah, so their deck is named Sling, but also not Sling. Because it's Gunslingers.
Love it.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I said, the Bandit Queen, but it's not going to be enough.
Take it.
Yeah. Jez can just block and get win on the backswing.
Well, it was good effort. Got close. It was a close game, though. It was a lot closer.
Yeah, it was close, and I like that Kroge lined up. Went for lethal, right? Lined up a play where they thought that they could win. They gave them the best chance to do so, and made it definitely close. I mean, it was kind of one turn off. I think you're right that stumbling on fire early made Kroge just sort of alter their game plan just enough for Jez to just stabilize and take it over. But yeah, it was very close.
And if they could have, maybe they should have played Milos first. I think so that at least they get a firebomb in there, because maybe that could have. I mean, you never know. It could have helped, made a difference.
See if any update from the back table while our players are getting ready for their game 2. It looks like Old Rich on the Felm discard aggro took game 1 over Apple Chips' Hurukira. So Old Rich up 1 game to 0 over Apple Chips. And jez2718 up 1 game over Kroge. So let's head down, check out game 2 here. Rough hand for Kroge. That's going to be a mulligan. Yeah. On the other side of things, Jez looking at... Now Jez is going to toss that one back. Blueprint, Strategize, Siege Train, and 4 power. Seems like a keeper. All that deck wants to do is play cards. It's as simple as that. Man, I think Kroge's deck could really benefit from some 2-drops. I don't know if there are any good Gunslinger 2-drops.
Or some more interaction of some sort. I don't know. Like, because even the units that they do have are not like huge where maybe hideout pistol does enough. But I mean, maybe they were just banking on opponents playing more 2-drops that Aramat's designs would take care of. But yeah, they're just,
it's just too slow. Like it plays out as a beatdown deck, but it needs early action. And you can see it here. Unfortunately, since we don't have control over play draw, Kroge is now on the draw with their first play being a 3-drop unit. And especially against a deck as powerful as Jez is, it's just not going to be enough.
Right.
You're starting at a disadvantage, unfortunately. It's sweet though. I like this a lot. Yeah. I like what's going on here. It's sweet, but the throne format I feel like has moved past sweet synergy, random cards.
Well, I mean, they can kill, right? They can kill the train.
Yeah.
They're gonna. Although I guess they went with Moon instead.
Look at just how big that train is too. Moon. That like the Milos, you could play it, but neither unit could attack through a 6/4. Choo choo again. Second copy of train coming in. Kroge down to 18 with 16 power on the board for Jez.
Yeah, hideout pistol just unfortunately it's not strong enough to take care of.
Yeah. It does look at the attack of the unit, so it'd have to be 6 here. It'd have to be 7 because I think it's less than, right?
I think so. Let's see. What does it say again? Kill an enemy unit with less than the wielder. So less.
Yeah, tough spot for Kroge. Not to beat a dead horse here, but tough spot for Kroge. I'm not really sure what they're supposed to do to get out of this. They don't have nearly enough pressure to put Jez down. I mean, we knew going into this matchup that this probably wasn't the most even matchup, but we wanted to see Gunslingers one more time.
So I wonder what... Yeah.
Down to 1.
Well, they were hoping for a tracker right there, I think.
Yeah, tracker would have been sweet there. But that's not going to be it. Kroge is going to toss it in. Jez2718 to the finals.